Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Welcome everyone to the greatest show on grass. We're in TPC Scottsdale for the opening round of the WM Phoenix Open. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. Alongside me is Rich Beam. And out on the course, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Beamer, before we get out into all the action, just a few words on TPC Scottsdale.
Chaos, mayhem. It is the greatest show on grass. It's just, I mean, basically the town of Scottsdale is having a party for 125,000 of their closest friends and invited, 75 golfers to show up and be a part of it. I mean, how better can you describe TPC Scottsdale than that? It's more about what's going on outside the ropes than what's going on inside the ropes most days. And I got to say, I love playing here. I think it's a blast. But boy, oh boy, these folks, they come to show you exactly how much fun they're having outside the ropes.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. As we turn our attention to our featured player, it's interesting to note that there appears to have been a rivalry that's begun with Brooke Henderson from Canada. She's one of the kindest people in the world. What beef could they possibly have?
Luke, I think this is all about ego. The featured player wants to defeat Brooke Henderson to prove how good they are at golf. It makes sense. But then it doesn't, because it's Brooke Henderson.
Cheers, Henny. That's great intel. I'm interested to see if this featured player can take down Canada's finest, Brooke Henderson. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today.
Nicely done.
Well, Rich, the approach shot in the opening hole is not a tough one, but you don't want to take it too lightly.
No, Luke, you do not. There's plenty of danger around this green, especially if you kind of miss it short and right when the pin is back, or even on the left-hand side when the pin is up front. There's some pretty gnarly runoff areas, some low-lying areas that'll cause problems for the golfers to get this golf ball up and down. It's not overly difficult, but if you get just a little careless or a little clumsy, bogey can be made pretty quick.
Now, long-range putt coming up here to be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along. And a relatively good putt from that distance.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And this next putt, it's for bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Yeah, a bit of a rocky start, but let's face it, 17 holes left to play, Luke. There's lots of times to make up for that mistake.
Currently at +1 for the day. As we head to the tee shot for the second here at TPC Scottsdale, Rich, and really it sets the tone for the day, doesn't it? Just ball in play.
Yeah, it's not a difficult tee shot per se, but it's got a blind landing area. You got a couple of bunkers down the right-hand side. You'll see plenty of action. You got some pretty heavy-duty rough off the left-hand side. You really kind of have to commit to a distance, or a spot in the distance, I should say, that you want to get your ball going towards, because you really don't have a true feel of where that golf ball is going to end up.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Second shot on the second.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
What an approach shot there. Brooke Henderson's wheels are turning after that shot, and she seems to be taking notice as this rivalry heats up.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. All right, Rich, we found our first par 5 of the day, the third hole.
Oh, tee it high and let it fly, my friend. You know, you got to take a chance on bombing it out there. Even if you hit in the fairway bunker, even to the right in the rough, or even further right into that washout area, it'll just be a layup and a short third shot. You find the center of the fairway, that thing can scamper out there, and you get a short second shot in. This is a definite risk versus reward par 5.
Strong play, going for it.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
The start of this one out on a pretty good line. This one's for birdie. And with that lovely play, they're now ahead of their rival. It's getting serious, isn't it? And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, hopefully coming off the back of a birdie, Rich, we find ourselves on the first short hole of the day, the 4th.
Yeah, tough little par 3, though. That green sits up above the teeing area just a little bit, and the green chases away from the players as well. It's really tough to get it super close. Finding the green, not a problem.
Going with the 7. Yeah, nicely played. This putt to move into a tie for 9th. And he's down there. You got a read?
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
That's a nice putt. He'll take that. A par putt awaits. Well hold. Let's move on. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we are on the par 4 fifth hole, Rich, and the tee shot. What do you fancy?
It is sneaky difficult. Just a straightaway hole with that bunker on the right. That is menacing. And even funnier, I've seen a lot of shots miss even further right. And Oscar Bravo.
That was wonderfully done.
That was such a skillful shot, taking the bunker out of play, now safely on the green.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Okay, the sixth tee shot, Rich, at TPC Scottsdale, visually quite intimidating.
Your eyes are drawn to those 3 bunkers down the left-hand side, Luke, but you got to bring the heat. You got to hit a big tee shot to get it over all of them.
Okay, so ball in the fairway off the tee here at 6. Rich, are the players looking to get after this whole location?
Just one difficult pin position, top right on this green. Other than that, most everything is flat, and this is definitely a great birdie opportunity.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's got momentum now. Just birdied the last hole.
Is this one going to go down? Oh, that just brushed past the hole. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? This putt right on 10 feet. A good one to make.
This for a birdie run.
John, have you got a read on this one?
It's looking like just a slight break to the left here, I think.
This one's looking good. Remember the old adage, never up, never in. Just a short putt remaining here. He has a share of 13th place in this tournament. The second par 3 on the front nine's longer 7th hole, Rich.
This is so difficult. I'm even laughing, remembering when I played it years ago. Finding this green is nearly impossible. It still gives me the heebie-jeebies. You got to hit a long iron, towering at long iron, and see if you can't get to land soft enough to hold this green.
Opting for the 5-iron. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
Just missing the birdie there. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently a couple under for the event. There's a familiar tone about the front 9 par 4s, Rich. A lot of right to left. Here we are at 8. Same sort of tee shot.
Yeah, dogleg from right to left. Again, your eyes are drawn towards those bunkers down the left, but they should be at that tree in the center of the fairway.
That's nicely done. All right, approach shot here into 8. Rich has got a bit going on.
It's a long, fairly slender green. The only real danger is missing it out to the right-hand side. A nice little low area there. It'll kind of catch your golf ball, make that third shot awfully difficult.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. And he needs this to save par. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Okay, to the closing hole on the front 9, Rich, and the tee shot requires some accuracy once again.
It does, but it's actually a little bit more generous for the shorter players. For the longer players, it actually narrows up right there because they can't quite carry that fairway bunker down the right-hand side, so they might run out a little bit too far to the left. Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
The right number seems to be more the premium here for this second shot.
That's exactly what you want to have, a perfect number. And if anything, you want to try and hit something hard to get in there close. This green has got a little bit of movement to you. Can't quite see from the fairway. This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
And this putt is to move into the top 5. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Yeah, that was slightly misjudged. And tapping it in for par. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Will this hang on to the fairway?
Man, that was unlucky. Just getting into the first cut.
What's she facing with this shot, Henny?
She's setting up here from about 110 yards.
Oh, that is brilliant. Look at this one. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. And back to the course with the live action. And just in the first cut here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This looks like it's going to go left.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Well, here we are on the tee at 11, Rich, and you start to get a little tense on the tee.
When you stand on this tee, you better have a very clear vision of exactly what kind of shot you're going to play out into this fairway, because that water on the left, it's going to distract you a lot.
From start to finish, the 11th hole here at TPC Scottsdale is an absolute brute.
Luke, there is no shame in bailing out to the right with your second shot here at 11.
Judged to perfection. Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently in 2nd place on the leaderboard. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is not as popular as the 16th in terms of par 3s, but it still presents a test, doesn't it?
It's still fraught with dangers. Deep bunkers left. If you hit it too long and too far on the right-hand side, obviously you're coming in the water. This is a hole you just want to find the left front portion of the green, 2-putt, and go away.
Going with the 6-iron here. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
This has eyes for the hole. Well played.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Rich, the 13th is a par 5. Yes, more room if you lay it back, but you want to get after it so you can try and get on this green in 2.
Most definitely. Even if you find the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, there's a 50-50 chance you might be able to get it on from there, but you got to avoid the water on the right-hand side. That's just a massive, massive no-no.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Well, step 1 complete. We're in the middle of the fairway here on 13. Rich, you getting after this green in 2?
Yeah, there's plenty of green up there to work with, both right and left. You know, ball lands a green. It could go long, cause you some problems. Bunkers up front, we'll see a lot of action. But again, it's just all about your short game.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh, that almost went down. This now for a share of the lead. He's currently tied for 1st.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Standing on the tee at 14, it feels like a slight reprieve after the challenges we've had before.
This is probably the most comfortable tee shot these guys will face all day. That bunker's not in play. Fairly generous driving area. Go ahead and just get on it. donking drive there.
Sitting at 5 under for the day. That's a pretty handy shot. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
I like the look of this one. Okay, time to return to the action. A good chance to move to 6 under par here. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And that should secure the par on this one. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Well, the tee shot at 15 feels very similar to the one at 11. Very confronting with all that water down the left.
This is such a narrow fairway. The left third of this fairway runs straight towards the water on the left-hand side. It's just no fun. You know that you have a sliver of landing area down the right-hand side to find it, so you can knock it on in two.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Well, there's a sense of relief as we stand in the middle of the fairway here on 15, Rich, but the second shot's not that much easier.
Speak for yourself. I find the second shot more intimidating than the tee shot. To an island green, depending on what kind of, long iron or fairway wood you're going in with, this is a very intimidating second shot. If you're not comfortable, hitting long irons or fairway woods, this is not a hole you want to go for in two.
Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot. 4 shots behind. That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. And back to the play, shall we? Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt. And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
All right, this putt is going to go up the hill and to the left.
They're going to like the look of this one. That's in the circle of friendship.
That will drive you bats.
Lining up the birdie putt here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. leading by a shot after that hole. Okay, Rich, we've stepped into the Coliseum, and I feel like I want to have Welcome to the Jungle playing in my ears from Guns N' Roses.
You know what? I'd do Thunderstruck. I'd get everybody fired up. I'd have that guitar riff going, you know, and just listening to these people just lose their minds. Just Thunderstruck right here. This is awesome. I mean, I don't know if I've ever been more nervous on a par 3 in my life. Even from, you know, short range, 8 irons, 9 irons mostly, just because you know you're going to get booed by 20,000 folks that really just are waiting to let you have it.
Time for the second shot at the 16th. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of. Holding steady in first place after that one. Well, when I get to the 17th tee, Rich, I always think of Andrew McGee, who made a 1 here. But you'd take a 2 or 3.
Listen, I'm going to take anything that's not a 5 or a 6 because you can seriously do some damage if you're not on top of your game. This is a great hole.
Wow. He let the big dog eat on that one.
Woof.
Time for the second shot at the 17th. What a shot. Almost went in the bucket. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. He's currently sitting in first place. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Wonderfully played. Playing from around 150 yards here.
This is missing to the right.
That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Signing off with a bogey. Matthews finds himself on top spot of the leaderboard as this round comes to a close.
Same, Luke. Enjoyed the day. Looking forward to tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.